The journey is about to begin. You're on the threshold. You've got your gear, you've got your supplies, you've got your plan, you're all set. Go out the door and you walk on the path. And you're taking this journey and you're feeling really good because you've got a plan. You know where you need to be. Later on during that journey, you start getting a little apprehensive because you see a dark cloud up ahead. And you go, what's that? But you keep going. You keep going. Then all of a sudden you get closer, you find you're in a storm and there's a roadblock and there's a detour. So I got to take a right here. But, no, here you go. And I'm still walking and walking and walking, and there's no way to get back. And I'm walking and I get to a place and I go, maybe this is where I'm supposed to be. I'd like to share with you my journey as a professional actor and how it's led me to a totally unexpected path. I've made interesting discoveries in my life, some in many ways I never imagined. As I started as a professional actor, I am now dedicated to transforming the lives of people of all ages in the special needs community. And I'm able to do that because I discovered the transformative powers of improvisational theater techniques and how they change lives. All lives. I was lucky enough to call myself a working actor in New York City and in Hollywood, California. As a young boy growing up in the 70s in New Brighton, Staten Island, which is the fifth and forgotten borough of Staten Island, of New York, I trained in the schoolyards and the classrooms at first, and then I went on to the great theater scene that Staten Island offered, and still does, by the way. I was then honored to be accepted into the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City, where I was also blessed to meet my wife of 33 years. I then went on to what was going to change my life as an actor for sure, and down the road as a human being, becoming a member of the Gotham City Improv Troupe in New York City. Becoming a working actor is no easy feat, and I'm very proud of that achievement. I mean, there I was in Hollywood, making movies like LA Confidential with Russell Crowe, Rules of Engagement with Sam Jackson and Ben Kingsley, for God's sake, Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, guest starring in these awesome television shows, ER, The West Wing, CSI Miami, long recurring role on Boston Public, living the dream. But something was missing, and I could not put my finger on what that something was. So after several years of living in Los Angeles, my family and I moved back to the East Coast. I continued to work in the industry, and I opened up the JW Actors Studio in Princeton, New Jersey. And I saw through our improv-based training how it was changing so many young lives. So why improv? What is improv? Oh, isn't that thing where you're going to make people laugh? It's a big joke. Whose line is it anyway? Well, yeah. In comedy improvisation, yeah, that's pretty much right. But the techniques of improvisation will go much deeper than that. Improv is basically about, you have an idea, I'm going to help build on that idea, and together we're going to make something happen. Our job is to create a scene, hopefully a killer scene, with a beginning, a middle, and an end. How are we going to get there? We have no idea. But we're going to get there together because we know we're going to work through obstacles in a very creative way. And then improvisation is basically about making eye contact. I got you. You know you're there for each other. It's above all, it's about listening. And I mean focused listening. Listening to understand before responding. Improv is definitely not about saying no. No stifles creativity. It destroys any potential for growth. It's not even about saying yes, but, no. That's just like a milder form of no, really. It's about saying yes. Better yet, yes and. Yes, I'm listening, and I'm going to build on your idea. We're going to give your idea a chance to breathe, a chance to grow, a chance to be heard, to discover what's possible. I'd like to do just a brief demonstration of how the yes and exercise works, and then to see how no stifles it, okay? I'm going to give myself a statement to say, and then I'm going to yes and myself, okay? Well, finally, it looks like spring is in the air. Yes, and I love the beautiful flowers, and they smell so good. Yes, and oh God, that reminds me, I have to get to my garden later. What are you talking about? You don't have a garden. Where's that going to go? I mean, you could probably do something with it, but, you know. Now, do we go around saying yes to everything in life? Of course not. That'd be silly. But in improvisation, it's a mindset that can lead to truly great things. And in life, or in business, or whatever, that same mindset can lead to tremendous growth. Growth in so many areas: relationships, business, friendships, confidence. The list goes on and on. Improvisation is about jumping in, taking risks, not being afraid to make mistakes. There are no mistakes in improvisation. That's what's so great about it. We welcome that sort of thing. We call them happy mistakes because usually they lead to wonderful things. I cannot tell you how many times I've had somebody come up to me after a workshop and say, Jody, I was scared to death. I did not want to do this workshop today. It's stupid. It's improvisation. But man, now I really get it. And I think to myself, what else do I think I can't do? What else do I think I can't do? I love that. And here we were again, changing lives. Felt great. But something was still missing. It's like, what is it? What is it? Finally, inspiration hit me like a ton of bricks in the form of a good man named Mark Brugger. Now, Mark has a young son who's been in my class for the last 4 years, the acting and improv class. Mark also has an older son with autism. And he asked me, Jody, have you ever thought about developing programs for people on the autism spectrum, developmental delays, etc.? And I said, no, Mark, I never did. But I am now. I mean, it was like I was hit by a lightning bolt. There's my inspiration. That was it, my motivation, my breakthrough. This is what I was put on the earth for. I truly believe that. And that is how SKIT was born. SKIT, special kind of improvisational theater. Man, I dove into it. I was researching everything I could about developmental delays and mixing and matching improv games and exercise to put up a curriculum. And we tried this curriculum out in many pilot programs in the state of New Jersey. One quick story about that. We were doing a program in a middle school in southern New Jersey, and there was a young man that did not want to participate at all, which is totally fine. You never force this on anybody, ever. But he needed to stay in the room. So I said, okay, buddy, why don't you sit right back there? The teacher put him back there. I said, listen, if you ever at any time want to come up and participate, you can, okay? All right. So I'm running the workshop. The energy's great. Everything's happening. I'm kind of checking him out once in a while. He's kind of eyeballing us a little, you know, and I go back and check on him. How's it going, buddy? Eventually, slowly, this young man got up and started walking toward the circle, entered the circle, participated in an exercise, then a second exercise, and a third exercise, and then it was like wildfire. You couldn't stop him. It was amazing. And afterwards, the teacher and the psychologist in the room said, I don't know what happened there, but I've never, ever seen him behave this way, ever. That was amazing. She's apparently now using some of these techniques in her one-on-one sessions. You think I should charge for that? One of the many challenges on the spectrum is the lack of being able to make eye contact. You know, they kind of back off and they create this, they don't have any social awareness, and people could take that the wrong way. So we combat that. We work on that first, then listening. So we have these specific exercises. Now you might be thinking, based on what I just said about improv, wouldn't they be terrible at this? You know, would this really help them? Yes. And it does. Because they want to succeed doing this. They want to give themselves to the exercises, so the exercises give them what they need. Our job at SKIT is to make sure that we teach these techniques to the people in the special needs community so they can go on and use them in their lives, their daily lives, and perhaps maybe have more fruitful, happier lives. And who knows? Maybe secure more purposeful employment, meaningful careers. Why not? Why not? So all of this has brought me here today. The beauty of watching and working with every single person I've been blessed to work with in the special needs community. The joy of watching them, their lives change before my very eyes. More importantly, before their eyes, their caretakers' eyes, their family's eyes. We have so many, the workshops, every week you see how the friendships are bonding. The bond is getting tighter and tighter, and these people are developing long-lasting friendships, relationships. Matter of fact, we have 2 people that are dating now. I love it. And if they keep the yes and mindset in the relationship, that could last a long time. Did I mention yes and works in relationships as well? In marriage? My wife is here this afternoon. I'm sure she'll vouch for that. Yes, and I'll continue. This journey has also taught me to live by the words, every person is my superior, and that I may learn from them. And boy, am I learning from them. It's been quite the journey. The blessing of working with every single person has led to a place where now we can go doing something together. Improvisational theater techniques will revolutionize the special needs community and allow them to do great things. Because improvisation unites people, makes us work toward a common goal, a common bond, a good. This could change the world. I'm challenging you out there today. If you know anybody in the special needs community, tell them that there's improv therapy out there, and it's working. It's working. It's making an impact. It's giving them a chance, a shot, a better shot at a better life. Change the world? We'll see. But I pledge it'll change their world. Now, is that a large challenge? Absolutely. A lofty goal? No question. Can it be reached? Yes. And we're going to reach it together. Now's the time. Thank you.